No, I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back, so they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Now I keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are looking for cheap and instant Madden Ultimate Team coins, be sure to head over to muttcoinbank.com and use promo code MAZE at checkout for 20% off. Last night, EA Sports finally dropped the ratings for some of the best cards for the upcoming Madden. I'm talking about the Ultimate Team ratings specifically. If you see on the screen here, we're on mutthead.com looking at all the cards. This is from highest overall to lowest overall of the cards they released last night. If you don't remember, they changed the elite threshold to 80. So for instance, you look at Tyreek Hill right here. He's an 81 overall in Madden 18, but he's still going to be an elite. I honestly feel like there's going to be a ton of elite cards. I don't really know how I feel about that. I feel like there should be a higher tier than elite, I guess, if they're going to lower the threshold to 80. I just feel like there are going to be so many elite cards that it kind of takes away from what being elite even means. You know, elite means you're the top of the top, and if everyone's the top of the top, then that's not really the top of the top. Like, I don't know, I just feel weird seeing an 81 overall with red paint around the border. Now, granted, this Tyreek Hill has 90 speed. This is the fastest card they released. And I want this guy on my team, probably in the slot or something like that. That 90 speed is looking mighty fine, especially when we look into the other ratings. You're going to see why this 90 speed looks so good. A lot of the speed on these other cards is ridiculously low. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, they even said they're going to be lowering the stats and stuff to leave more room for improvement throughout the year. But for instance, if we look at Richard Sherman right now, if I can find Richard Sherman, this dude only has 83 speed, and if he's matched up with Tyreek Hill on the outside, I mean, I don't know how the mechanics are going to play out, but 83 speed versus 90, I wouldn't want Richard Sherman one-on-one with that guy. But anyways, we're going to start from the top and look at some of the highlights. In my opinion, the number one highlight, I think, is Chris Carter. I think this is awesome that they got this guy in here. 91 overall, tied for the highest overall they released last night. And now, before we get, oh, where's Julio Jones, where's Antonio Brown, blah, 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 they said they're going to be releasing almost all of the rest of the ratings on Monday. This is just a little bit of a teaser for some of these cool cards that you're going to see. All right, so we're looking at this Chris Carter card, and the first thing, obviously, it's a 91 overall. It's got the purple, purplish blue program border around the outside, so that's the flash you're going to get if you do pull a legend. It's going to be that, that color flash instead of the red flash for elite. And then if you look at this chemistry type thing, move the sticks. So we're going to go down here. Obviously, he also has the team Minnesota Vikings chemistry. So Minnesota Vikings, you can get up to 4 tiers. Move the sticks, you can get up to 3 tiers. And it kind of seems like it's mainly focused around receivers and quarterbacks. Move the sticks reminds me, obviously, of Chain Mover last year, almost identical. But this year, they're doing 3 tiers of it. And then checking out his stats, 88 speed, which is a burner if you're looking at some of the other speeds. 88 speed is pretty good. And then run blocking, he's not bad. He's also got 91 route running, 90 release, and then his catch in traffic is going to be an 89. So this card is looking pretty good, especially to start of the year. And again, if any of these stats are disappointing to you, just remember they're starting a bit lower this year to leave more room for improvement throughout the year. So that way when they give players boosts in overalls, they're not just only able to boost the stats by 1, they can actually give them 2 to 3 point boosts on different stats. So Chris Carter is definitely someone I want to start the game with. The second guy we're going to look at is another legend, Warren Moon, and another 91 overall. He has toughness chemistry, and then obviously his team, Tennessee Titans. It seems like all players have their team chemistry as well. So like I said in a past video, that's something they're really building off of, is this team chemistry. Toughness has to do with, looks like running the ball, carrying and stuff like that. But he is mostly a pocket passer, not too mobile, only 73 speed, but he's got 90 throw power, 89 short, 85 mid, 89 deep, and then only 80 on the run, 80 throw on the run, because like I said, he's not really a scrambling quarterback. And then so we're going to compare his 91 overall card to this Tom Brady card. I'm not going to go into any more cards. I'm just going to be looking at the stats right here. So we're looking at Tom Brady, only 60 speed. Man, if I pull Tom Brady day one, I'm selling his ass, because 60 speed, I cannot deal with that, especially if you're getting blitz. No way. Only 86 throw power, but his short and mid are 92 and 90. And then he's got 91 play action, which I don't really think that's that important. But you compare this Warren Moon to Tom Brady, I think the Warren Moon looks a lot nicer. And then next we're going to be looking at Gronk, 77 speed. That right there shows you their speed threshold they're dealing with. So with 77 speed, his 82 run block is nice, 90 catch in traffic, 86 route running. The card doesn't stand out to me that much compared to other cards. I don't know what the tight ends are going to be looking like this year, but This Gronk does not look that good to me. Only 77 speed. I really like speed, especially at the tight end position, so I don't know about that. And then Khalil Mack, my boy. Raider Nation, baby. They moved him to left end, so that's really big this year because he's always been a left outside linebacker, same as Von Miller. But now, as you see, left end, left outside linebacker. Now you're gonna be able to have them both in the same lineup starting, which is pretty cool because they've always been, you know, the top tier left outside linebackers. They gave Eric Weddle a pretty good card, which was surprising me. I know he played well this year, but 90 overall is pretty much top tier to start of the year. Only 81 speed though, not a big fan of that card. This Odell Beckham looks killer, 88 speed, 85 catch in traffic, 87 route running, 89 overall. And Chris Carter is obviously a bit better, but he's a couple overalls higher. And then from here, we're just going to take a quick look at Zeke. He's got 87 speed, 76 truck. We got Marshall Faulk making a return, another legend, 89 overall with that 87 speed and 77 trucking. And then David Johnson, 87 speed, 79 trucking. All these cars look pretty similar in terms of stats, so I don't think it makes a big difference which one you go with. They're all 89 overall, so all those cars are kind of going to be a wash. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, 87 overall with 91 man and 86 zone. This looks like the best corner right now in my opinion, because when you compare him to Richard Sherman, Sherman's only got 83 speed, which I do not like at all. Even though his press is a bit better than Rodgers-Cromartie, still that speed is just something I can't get over. And they only released one running back that is like a power back, and that is a Legarrette Blount right here. He is 85 overall with only 81 speed, but he's got 90 trucking compared to the 70s trucking from the other running backs we saw. That is only power back really they showed us. So looking this year like they're definitely gonna be moving away from those cards like David Johnson in the past that have really high speed, really high trucking. It's like best of both worlds. They're kind of saying you can't have that. You gotta choose power back, Legarrette Blount with 81 speed, or you can go with a higher speed, lower trucking with the other backs. Oh, Anthony Barr. I gotta show Anthony Barr. 82 speed on Anthony Barr, only an 81 overall, which I don't know if is fair. He's a really, really good linebacker. Only an 81 overall. I think he should have been a little bit higher. But again, that is an elite card this year. So 81 overall Anthony Barr, finally getting a base elite to start out the year. And then of course I showed Tyreek Hill at the beginning. That 90 speed makes him one of the best players released, even though he's only an 81 overall. And the final thing I want to look at before I end the video is the different programs. So if you look at the programs right here, you can see all of them. And there's the bronze, elite, gold, silver. I heard they got rid of bronze cards. So this bronze category, it might just be coaches and stadiums and stuff like that. I don't know if there's going to be bronze player cards. And then I heard they're making a return on the gauntlet. So gauntlet champions, you're going to be getting some cards for that apparently, which is pretty cool. So some free cards from solos. And then the gold and silver kickoff challenge cards. I guess those might be the Gronk and Champ Bailey that they talked about in the blog. I was hoping they would be elite, but they might just be gold and silver cards. I'm not really sure about that. Then you got legends. You get your free long shot players from completing the long shot story mode. NFL stars, don't know what that is. It's going to be a new program I guess they're having. And then with the Powerup Tier 1, 2, 3. These are the non-auctionable or tradable cards you get from powering up your the players that are eligible for upgrades, like the Mike Evans that I talked about in the last video. Then there's a rookie premiere from this year that transfers over, and then team leaders, which is going to be looking like the team captains that were in 16, and then the team heroes that were in 17. I think they're just bringing that back, calling it team leaders. Hopefully there's going to be some cool master set where you get a really good player. Something they haven't released yet is the overall and player for Mutt Master. They said in a tweet from one of the devs, it's not going to be Tom Brady, even though he's the cover athlete. He's not going to be the Mutt Master this year, and they said it's going to take a few weeks to get him. So I'm hoping they release that soon, maybe on Monday when they release the rest of the cards. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to head over to mutthead.com, they have all the ratings listed on there. You kind of have to find it on the website. It's not really advertised, the Madden players. I'm going to show you the URL right now. This is the URL right here. So it's mutthead.com/18/players. If you go to that website, you can see all the players and look at the stats or whatever else you want. Anyways, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.